Hello everyone and welcome back to PAX and Recreation. And today we are going for maybe the lamest opening video in all of YouTube. The reason for it being that, well, the contents of this everyone knows, because when you buy it, you know the contents. So what is it that we're going to open today? You already know, you saw the title. We're going to open my first Secret Lair. And my first Secret Lair is Sheldon's Spellbook. And to be honest, likely my last one as well, because I don't really like the direction that Secret Lair is going. I was always hesitant about getting a Secret Lair because it's not that I don't like, cool art on cards, but they started with the Walking Dead and all these cards, and even though they released Street Fighter cards, and I'm a huge Street Fighter nerd, I am not that fond of limited time mechanics. Then yes, they released the in-universe version, but now they said, nah, not really, we're not going to do it. So Secret Lair are technically only visual changes, but sometimes they're not, like Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and so on, right? So it kind of bothers me because it's kind of prohibitive, and I know that they need to pay the artist. I am more than in favor of that, but a lot of times they're just reprints, so we're not paying for R&D or anything, we're just paying for printing. And I'm not too fond of that because it seems, overpriced. But now with the new way of doing Secret Lairs, which I've seen other openings on YouTube, and the Secret Lairs used to be a little box, and now they are an envelope, so it doesn't even feel that special anymore. But now the Secret Lairs are limited time drops, so if you don't get them by the time that they set their print, they're gone, and you can get them, which really brings my piece to a boil. But the Sheldon one was actually done the old way, so it was print to demand, so that's why it took longer to get here. But I have no problems with it taking longer to take here because they are cards. Like, it's okay, I don't need them that urgently. And in this case, X% of this, I don't remember exactly how much of it, but I can check due to the magic of editing. And we're back, it was 50%. So I thought it was 50%, but I couldn't remember. I remember that it was a significant value, but not that big of a value. And I remember there was this drama with Wizards, because it was like, Wizards is all reprints. Yes, you need to pay the artist, but you're a gigantic corporation. Why not making it, I don't know, maybe you don't want to make it 100% because you need to print them and you need to pay the artist, but like, why not like 80% or something? Because, $50 for like 5 cards or something. I don't remember because we ordered them so long ago that now it's like a second surprise. I don't even remember the cards that were inside. So because it supports the American Cancer Society, and because it's related to Sheldon, which, has a positive impact in the Magic the Gathering community, I was like, why not? And here we are. And I wanted to open this, but at the same time, while opening this, I just wanted to address something, which it's the 7 cards after all, which, it makes you think, right? Like, this Secret Lair done, in honor of Sheldon, believe it or not, was not done because the man died. It was supposed to be done before. They were talking to him while he was still with us to do this, which, that's great. Like, imagine yourself being a person that played Magic the Gathering for years and years. I am not great at everything, but I am great at one thing: surrounding myself with excellent people. And that tends to take care of the rest. Sheldon Menery. Right, so, and this is like a big, weird card. It's amazing, it's great. Like, they did that while the man was still alive. And can you imagine the pride and the honor that it was? Like you dedicate a big chunk of your life to a card game, and eventually they honor you back because of your contributions. And yes, I mean, we're not going to do this video and pretend that I knew Sheldon personally, or that you read this or that online. But one thing is true: everyone that talks about him only says nice things, and people played with him in Magic Cons and stuff like that, and everyone has nothing but good words. Yes, sure, there are these dramas and stuff about proxies and yada yada yada, but at the end of the day, and this whole discussion about he didn't invent Commander, blah blah blah, I get it, but at the end of the day, if a person fights to bring joy to others and popularizes the format, I mean, Wizards should have honored him a long time ago, because Commander is the one thing that brings them money. So even just from a financial perspective, they own that man. And all the Commander community would like that man for sure. And and this makes you think, right? Like, I didn't know Sheldon. I would love to, based on some of the testimonies from a lot of MTG people, community people, talking about him and the great things that he did and how he was nice and yada yada. But I received these before opening. Like, this is my first time seeing it. I didn't see any unboxings or anything. Like, I'm really opening these. This is my first Secret Lair after all. But even though I saw the cards, I don't know how many months ago when they, did the announcement for this, and all cards have some wink to him in one way or another, because they are some of his favorite cards. Even though you can argue that anyone that likes the first protection in a Commander deck is certainly a person. No, but if you are doing it alone, you are doing it wrong, right? The first protection, and you can't run away from this one. It's basically just a fairy, because I mean, it is what it is. Eladamri's Vineyard, and you can see, maybe you can't see it here, but if you look for the image online or the Secret Lair page, if I recall correctly, this is Sheldon and his wife, I think, maybe, I don't remember exactly. Apparently he liked wine a lot, and good company is sweeter than any summer wine. And there's another great Commander card. So all these cards are great. Like, these are good cards for a good cause because of a good man. So it really makes you think, right? Like, why couldn't we do this sooner? Like, it brings sadness to my heart thinking that this man didn't see this through. I mean, yes, he knew he was doing it, like he was participating on this, but he didn't see it through. So the question here is, why do we take so long to, honor good people? And it's something that I've been thinking a lot, and even more since this arrived at my mailbox, is, I mean, I love these cards, I love this art, I love the fact that this thing is in Italian, because he loved the Italian version and the Italian name of the card, Bene Supremo. And if you don't speak Italian, then you're going to have a hard time playing this one. But sacrifice a creature, look for a card which strength or power is the same as the sacrificed creature. Then discard this card. Poi scarta 3 carte. Poi scarta 3 carte. 3 cards? Oh fuck, I can't. But La Vita è Bella, Life is Beautiful. Ink Shield, and here you have the man himself. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to you this turn for each 1 damage prevented this way. Create a 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying. You did it to yourself. um, it makes you think, right? Like, why don't we do these things earlier? Like, I remember when Satoru Iwata died, and the world was filled with tributes to him and YouTube videos and so on. And when Sheldon died, it was the same. And I'm not saying that we have to worship people, but if we like what they do and they are, relevant to our lives, why not celebrating them earlier? Why not? Even from a company perspective, you just make more money. I mean, why not making a Secret Lair about the professor? Well, we all know the reason, because Wizards hates the professor, but like about the professor, or about the command zone guys or crew, right? Because like, and this is only talking about Magic, but like the community has a lot of figures that, why don't we honor them earlier? Like, and that happens with a lot of things. That happens even with your family and the people you appreciate. We don't tell other people that we appreciate them enough in their lifetime, and then when they go away, we cry our hearts out, thinking, well, they're gone, and I wish I should have said, or I wish they know, or I hope they know that that we love them or we appreciate them or whatever. Just do that while they're still here. And if you're a company like Wizards, just applaud your community, celebrate your community and your community figures earlier. Yes, there is a risk, because that happens nowadays, that maybe you celebrate a community figure and turns out they are messaging minors or something, because apparently that's that's happening. But why not? Like, I like these cards. I never met the man in person. I'm sure that he was a great person. All the information I know is secondhand, but it pains my heart. Like, he never hold his own cards, or maybe he did, like printing tests or something, but it's not the same. We all know it. And it's very unlucky that the man passed away. And then everyone was like, he was a great guy. Like, but did we tell him that? Like, that's what pains me. I knew very little about him, and I only knew more once he passed, because everyone was talking about him. And that made me think, why didn't we celebrate these people before? Like, yeah, I mean, it's not like he invented like penicillin or anything, but like, you know what I mean? Like, we love this game. Why don't we celebrate our figures? Like, and that applies to everything in life, really. I don't know. I'm getting old, and this is reflection time. Sorry for the downer on the Magic the Gathering unboxing video, but I don't know. Think about life. Tell people tell the people you love that you love them, and if someone really means something to you, even if you don't know them, just tell them. Sometimes a message on Twitter, or X or whatever, or YouTube or Instagram or something, sometimes you can fix a person's day or month or life. We don't know. I guess people always focus on the negative. But so this is the commander card of the deck. Well, the deck. I wish it was a deck of the Secret Lair. Sheldon the Commander. For one blue, one black, one blue, one red, one white, is actually Ruhan of the Fonori. It's a legendary creature, Giant Warrior. Is a 7/7. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random. Sheldon the Commander attacks that player this combat if able. I am not great at everything, but I am great at one thing: surrounding myself with excellent people, and that tends to take care of the rest. Soul Ring, which points at his wedding ring, apparently, not sure. But then The text is about Shakespeare, so I guess these are Shakespeare's hands. From this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. And yes, if these quotes are here, are because these are some of his favorite quotes, and I guess that he picked them or he told the team, and Gavin in particular, which was working with him on this. But it's funny to have like second-hand sadness, I think. I call it second-hand sadness because, you know, being sad about a person that you don't know, it's interesting. But you know what they say, as long as someone remembers you, you are not really gone. And, well, now I will remember this man for as long as I live, because his story and this Secret Lair left an impression on me. So, hate has no place here, which is the command tower. And then Keen Duelist, which is the premium, the bonus card, if I recall correctly. Keen Duelist is a 2/2 for Human Wizard for 1 and 1 black. And it says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you and target opponent each reveal the top card of your library. You each lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. You each put the card you revealed into your hand. Win before you start playing the game. And again, there's a theme of ink and some of his favorite cards. It's very interesting, to say the least. I don't know. This is the downer of a video. I don't know how to close it. But, you know, to be my first Secret Lair, and likely last, until Wizards fixes everything. I loved it. I like all the cards. I like the personality. I like the theme. And I wish we could do this more often, you know? Like, X%, at least 50 Wizards. Come on, you already have millions of bucks. And these are reprints. Come on. But like, you know, at least 50% goes to charity. The cards are like handpicked by one of our community figures. They have special art. And they have this personality, right? And this is why I like this Secret Lair. This is why I liked it even before, you know, besides the Sheldon aspect. I like this concept. This is like Sheldon speaks. And yes, likely, maybe he had other picks, and Wizards was like, oh, we can't have that many valuable cards in here. You have to pick 2, right? Or something. I don't know. We all know that Magic the Gathering is an economy first and a game second. So, I don't know, but it really, like, one can only think and wish, right? Like, can you imagine, like, multiple Secret Lairs based on other important figures for the community, like Sheldon, and, like, their personal pick? And I like this one because, you know, it's not that I don't like Street Fighter or Hatsune Miku or you know, whatever, or sometimes specific artists, but this has a soul to it. This has a personality to it because there is a story. You can see personal preferences, play style here even, right? Like a lot of ink and writing. And, you know, there's a story in a command tower because, of course, there has to be one, but like a very specific commander that just attacks players. So, like, this is not a, let's let everything is nice kind of Secret Lair, like all cards are hippie. No. You have like prevent damage cards and like everyone is happy cards because this is an accelerator, and you know, an accelerator for you too, and commander staples. But you also have 2 very aggressive cards. So you see the story here, right? This is a person that played commander, and you see like, well, he liked wine apparently. He liked Shakespeare. He liked the first protection, which certainly makes him a person. Like, and he loved Bene Supremo, right? And in Italian specifically. Like, I love that personality. Like, there is a soul to this Secret Lair. And I hope that we could do something like that. The closest thing that we got to this was the, you know, heads I win Tails You Lose deck that is kind of based on one of Gavin's decks, I think, but it's like a watered down version because value, economy. But like, I have 8 cards here plus a very nice thing. I don't know if I can qualify this as a card, but it's very hard, by the way. You may not realize it, but and it has a soul. Like Wizards from here. Since of course my channel is so important, I ask you, I beg of you, do more like this for charity. Like it's certainly good for your taxes, so like you can do it. Come on, but do more. Some of our influencers do like 1 a year. I mean, you love to release crazy stuff, so maybe release 1 per quarter. Who knows? But like at least 1 per year. And yes, we all know you're not going to do one for the professor because you guys have a weird love-hate relationship there. But maybe try, right? Because he's important to your community, whether you like it or not. Also, one for the command zone guys. And, maybe Olivia too. And Brian too, right? And David too. And, all these people that are relevant to the community. The MTG Goldfish guys. Like, maybe you don't own them your life, but certainly they are important to the community. Like, just... try. It's a win-win. They will love you even more. People that have given their lives for this game. Well, not given their life for the game, but they devoted their life to this game. And that would be great. Plus, you donate to charity. And that's good for taxes, Wizards. So please, come on. But yeah, likely my last Secret Lair, certainly the first and very important one, makes you think. Make me think about a lot of things. And... yeah, man. Rest in peace, Sheldon. Thank you for what you did. Sorry that I never met you. I wish I did. But there is a message in these cards, and there is a message in this situation. And that's the one thing I wish to leave you with, which is, spread love. Talk to the people that you like and love. Tell them that you like them, that you love them. Just spread positivity. Because for bad shit, we already have the day today, so you might as well, give some love. Because at the very least, you will regret it if you don't. And, sometimes just saying a nice thing to someone you actually appreciate, not like a TikTok having a social challenge thing bullshit. Like, no, just, I really like the person, just tell them. Like, sometimes that can make someone's day. Or life, you never know. And you can get that out of your heart. Because, regret is a thorn that never leaves the heart. And when it does, it's after a lot of time and a lot of pain. So, enjoy life, spread love, and I will see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.